this is the end, when will it begin? Is there a way to live again? How can I dream if I was never awakened? How can it still hurt when I can feel the pain? We're not born to feel the pain. As I step outside and breathe in the night air, a passing thought takes me there, a place where all my dreams lead.
With GTR Challenge finishing up at Cootamundra Airport in Australia, we decided to expand and go overseas. And thanks to our friends at Officially Gas, we have our very first international airport event. Welcome to GTR Challenge UK, presented by Adams.JDM. We've got 12 of the best GTR street cars from around England. We're going to check out the mods, see how quick they are, and then put them head to head. Let's go.
I can wait this out, it's affecting me. I will find a way to break my bed. It's like the voice inside my head. I was always screaming, a silent for the words, and now the life has lost all the meaning. In spite of all the severity, I wait for you to save me, and I still believe the love will set me free. It will set me free from the pain that flows in me. In the darkest corner where I reside.
Hi, my name is TK and this is my 32 GTR and I'm from London. I was born in a Skyline, a 33 GTST Tommy Cara, so I had love sport for 33s because of my father. I bought my first 34 when I was 17 in 2020. My dad bought it for me, a limited edition one, Tommy Cara. My mate offered me the car. He said, I got a top secret car from Japan, if you want to buy it. I was interested in it, stitch welded, ported head, everything. I bought it, got bored of the power, and now I put a 3.2 in it. My mate Connor helped me build it up and put in the car in a week to get it ready for this video. I didn't change the design of how it came from Japan, so it still has the Trust twin induction kit to make people think that it's twin turbo, but really and truly it's got a big 6870 precision turbo. Unless people know about the single wastegate, fooled everyone. We put the engine in it 2 days ago, and today morning on the way here we started mapping and we got up to 21, 22 PSI on it. We're still seeing what it can do. We still haven't put in a dyno yet, but it's moving.
So, about to start with the only 32 here. It's also H pattern. It's going to be interesting. We know he's a savage usually. Changing those gears. Let's see what he does under pressure, eh?
Hi, my name's Adam. I'm from Adams.JDM. We are based in the UK, Dubai and Japan. And that's my R34 GTR. It's a V-Spec 2. It's a very unique colour. Quite excited to have this car, to be honest, in our collection. It's a very unique car. I think Andrew Hawkins was the main chap who's motivated us, to be honest with you. And otherwise, you should have just been collecting dust inside the garage. But yeah, SRD did the tuning on it and the dyno, and also did the flat shift for us as well. Did a few tweaks for us, put some sensors on there for us as well. It's not finished yet, so we are here with the car because we didn't want to let you down, but it's going to go back into them to just get finished off. Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Event sponsor Adams.JDM brought along one of their R34 GTRs. This one runs an HKS 2.8 litre stroker kit with HKS V-Cam, Garrett turbo, Greddy intercooler and a Greddy inlet plenum. There's a SARD fuel rail and fuel pressure regulator, R35 coils and a Greddy radiator. It runs an OS 88 sequential transmission, race pack dash, Nismo seat covers and roll cage. The exterior is pretty wild though. Auto select front lip, carbon fenders and side skirts and custom paint with bronze T37s with an endless brake kit inside.
How did that feel, bro?
Yeah, it's getting better.
That's 11 dead.
Is it?
11 seconds dead. 11 seconds dead at 129 mile an hour. So looking, that was 11.06. So your best qualifying run was an 11.0. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah?
First time here, yeah, so it's good, yeah.
Very excited. Actually, Andrew Hawkins is got some tricks up his sleeve, to be honest with you. Motive video, big GTR festival is going to be very, very big. So I'm urging everyone, come out.
Hi guys, my name's Afi from Watford, Exclusive Autos, and this is my R34. 15 years ago, I bought a R33 GTR, and it was about 550 horsepower, twin turbo. It was one I was just buying to sell, and I drove it, loved it, and sold it, made some money on it, and then regretted selling it, like you probably always do. And then after that, I always chased a GTR. And then when I got to the 34, that was just like the love of my life. I got this 4 years ago, but I bought it and I thought I'll flip it and make some money on it. When I bought it, it had a load of goodies on it, about 700 horsepower. I started doing a bit of stuff with Jamie here, and I started really sending it. And I was like, this is what I used to do when I was a teen. And that's what really got me into it. And I was like, right, I'm not selling this one because it's got loads of goodies on it, built right, tuned right. And then started doing some OG battles, and it started puffing out at the end, just not enough power. And I was like, all right, what are we doing? In the end, complete rebuild. Started watching all the Aussie stuff, and I thought, you know what, we're gonna do it, let's do everything. So the longer it was taking to do everything, the more I was adding to it. And yeah, it was good.
Afi's R34 GTR runs a Nitto 2.8 litre wide journal stroker kit with Nitto oil pump and a fully built head. A precision 7475 turbocharger blows through a 100mm intercooler into a Nismo inlet manifold with drive-by-wire 6 throttles. A radium fuel rail holds 1700cc injectors fed by triple pumps, and a Link ECU controls the show. It uses the stock 6-speed Jet-Trag H-pattern gearbox with upgraded clutch. Inside there's a Momo steering wheel and Howtech digital dash. The exterior is pretty wild and unique with Z-Tune kit, carbon wing risers, carbon mirrors and T37s with AP brakes insides, plus that wild 2-colour paint job.
I've had a Midnight Purple 3 R34 in the past. That was one of my favourite R34s I ever had. And then I had a Bayside Blue, which was also, and they're on par, honestly, they're on par. And I'm that guy who's always indecisive. I'm either there or there. Like through the build, I was always like this. And then I woke up one day and I thought, you know what? No one's ever done this. F it, I'm just gonna do it. If it looks good, it looks good. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm just gonna do it. And do you know what? I was very nervous because when the car wasn't fully built together and everything, I was very nervous, and I was like, all right, it might look all right, it might not. But once it was all built back together and everything, I actually liked it. So I think I'd done all right with it, if I'm honest. So initially, what always did it for me was since a kid, I used to always look at the R33 and the R34 on YouTube. That was in Japan. And they used to always launch off and have a little quarter-mile race. So that was always my previous dream. But I never used to be able to afford an R34 back then. Then recently, I always followed that trend. And 700 horsepower for me originally was like, yeah, I want to get there. But once I nailed it and done it, it was like, then you start looking at the Australian builds and you're like, oh fuck, like we've been missing out. This is another level now. And I think the way the Australians did it with the looks and the neat builds and everything like that, and the power they were laying down, it was like, all right, they're onto something. Like we really need to go a little bit their way now. And no, it was a massive inspiration. Like it was really cool. In England, it's a thing where A, the weather, and B, there's no way to take them. You can go to Silverstone and go to the Jap show, that's once a year, but you don't really get to use them or anything like that. So I think for people like me and people like you, if there's a GTR festival, you can come out, you can show them, you can put your foot down and see what it can do, and you can line up with other people, and it's fun. And I think if you're an owner, that's what you want to do.
Afi out here, looking mean on a test launch, just looking spicy, holding up for the H-pattern boys. Mad. the Affy we've been looking for. What time was that?
We had a bit extra swerve and spin there, 10.79.
10.79. That's crazy. So that one actually looked a lot quicker than your first run. But sometimes it goes to show that the drama doesn't mean fast. But anyway, bro.
I think both runs could have been better.
Okay. But it's all right, bro. We'll take it for now. Save it for the races, yeah? Nice one. Cool.
Hi guys, Afi from Exclusive Autos, and this is my Nissan GTR Nismo. A 35 came into my life quite early in the days actually, because you know, you kind of grew up and you saw an R35 everywhere. R35s were more common in the UK than there are 34s, 33s and 32s. I ended up with one. And amazing, aren't they? They're just a machine. So this one's a 2017. It's the Nismo, which is standard form 600 horsepower. But this one's a Litchfield 20th anniversary edition. They did a lot of work on it, and it's running 757. Total different cars, and you know what? I'd have both of them. I'd have both of them, two different cars, two different animals. This one is just like a machine. You get in and you're just literally driving, and it's fast as, yeah. 34, you got to drive it. You got to drive it. It's more of a driver's car. You got to drive it, and it's loads of fun, different kind of fun. And I'm lucky enough to be able to drive both.
Afi's R35 GTR may not have a long mod list, but it's a Nismo, which means it comes with 600 horsepower from factory. But the list of mods is from Litchfield, so power is up by 150 thanks to the engine and gearbox tuning and upgraded fuel system and exhaust. It has TE37 wheels and Litchfield spec Bilstein coilovers, and the car looks hot in midnight purple too.
I'm usually wrong with this kind of stuff, but I'm actually going to say that looked quicker than his last run, and his last run was pretty good. So I'm going to say he might have even dipped into the 10.5s there.
Morning, my name's Mike. This is my R33 GTR. I'm from Essex and my tuner is Arcade Tuning and Rotor Talk. I acquired the GTR 17 years ago. I'd done a deal with my Escort Cosy at the time. Swapped the car and it was totally standard apart from the exhaust. Then I had done the normal route, put an HKSF con on it with a bleed valve and melted number 6. So that was the path to being skint for the next 16 years. I single turboed the car in 2017. It's probably the best thing I've done. Once again, the inevitable happened and I broke it again, and then the slippery slope began.
Mike's R33 GTR looks wild thanks to a wide body kit with monster 19-inch Workmeister wheels, carbon wing, taillight surrounds and boot lid, as well as a carbon vented bonnet, lip, grille and bumper vents. Inside, there's more carbon, plus a fully custom trimmed interior with roll cage, bride seats and a Haltech IC7 digital dash. You can also see the lever for the Hollinger sequential transmission, which is required when it has over 950 wheel horsepower. That is courtesy of the Nitto 2.8 litre stroker with race-ported head built by RK Tuning. It runs a Precision 7675 turbocharger on 6-boost manifold with Bosch 82mm drive-by-wire single throttle on an Okatu garage inlet manifold. Bigger injectors with radium fuel reg, Turbo Smart blow-off valve, R35 coils, and Koyo radiator with an aftermarket ECU finishes it off.
I know in the UK people love at the crank figures. I'm not interested at the crank. At the wheels it's 989, and that was at, I think that was at 29 PSI. We might be running a little bit more today. The thing is nowadays 1,000 horsepower is supposedly readily achievable. I think those in the know that it's not readily achievable. There's a lot of work that goes into it, there's a lot of money that goes into it, and there's a lot of breakages along the way. It's not a case of you pay for something and job done, you've got 1,000 horsepower, you pay for something, that breaks, you have to buy it again, and that breaks, and you better it. It's constant. There's constant development. It's like, I think literally the only major component that hasn't been changed are the diffs. We'll see how they work out today with GTR Festival next year. I think it's only going to get bigger and bigger. 35s are good and they're a point and go, but you don't get the experience you get in an old sequential.
Hi, my name is Farooq. I'm from Rab's Car Alarms in Birmingham. We are a vehicle security specialist, and I've bought my R35 out today, which is running about 1100 horsepower. We've been around GTRs from the age of probably 5 or 6 R33s, R34s. We've been racing for the last 15 plus years at Santa Pod Raceway. We were literally born with it in the blood. Unfortunately, he's passed about 4 years ago, just over 4 years ago, but I just wanted to carry on. It's like a family thing. I've got a couple of R35s, an EBA and a CBA, which is about 1100 horsepower. And we've got an R33, which I've built in his memory. We should have been here today, but I broke it, unfortunately. That's about 1,000 horsepower sequential. And I just wanted to show people that regardless of what happens, you shouldn't give up on your passion and your dreams, and you should keep on going. This car, we bought it about just over 2 years ago. This car is built by a gentleman called Jack, and he owns a company called Race Junkie Performance. Yeah, this is the backup. And literally, it's been covered up for 4 or 5 months. I literally just pulled the cover off, changed the wheels, and brought it straight here.
Farooq's 2010 R35 GTR runs a built 3.8 litre from JM Imports with a Litchfield turbo kit, intercooler kit and blow-off valves. The transmission is upgraded with some Albin's internals, required with the extra power and extra grip from Mickey Thompson drag radials on 18-inch wheels. Inside, it has Nismo seats and upgraded centre screen.
Hi, my name's Hass. I'm from Birmingham, UK, and here's my R35 GTR. What got us into these cars, even as a kid, just playing Gran Turismo, any video game, the first car you want to get to is a Skyline. Or GTR, because back in those days there was no GTR in Gran Turismo, it was just Skyline getting into an R34. My uncles, they have always been into Japanese cars, and from a young age they've taken us to various car shows, and we've really enjoyed being around these cars. As much as a pain they can be, they're really enjoyable when they're working. So we bought this last year, gearbox let go, not long ago, so it's had a fresh gearbox done by Race Junkie Performance. It's only on pump fuel, so we don't have any ethanol. So all the other GTRs today, they're running ethanol. This is the only one on pump fuel today.
The VR38 was built by JM Imports with rods, pistons and Jun camshafts and runs an HKS turbo kit, intercooler and exhaust with turbo smart blow-off valve. It's controlled by a Cyvex ECU and has an upgraded transmission with Dodson internals. Inside is upgraded screen and some carbon which flows into the outside with carbon fender vents, rear wing extension and front lip and canards.
So one thing I used to always say to my friends and fellow enthusiasts is, I wish we had what they have in Australia. And we've always made intention to come over and see the racing in Australia. Now to see that come to the UK, it's actually really amazing. I had to pull a lot of strings to be here today and get out of work, but it's well worth it, because growing up as a kid, watching all the YouTube videos, watching what you've done, Andrew, and going all over the world and bringing the content right to our phones, that's really amazing. And we thank you for that.
Can I flex? Yes, yes, oh my god. Can I flex? Yes, yes, oh my god. Can I flex? Yes, yes, oh my god.
Hi guys, I'm Ibrahim. I've got the R33 GTR Midnight Purple and I'm from London. I was a German guy and got introduced to a friend of mine that had this car and had 800 horsepower in that time, 3 litre, a stroker. Got so excited, changed the direction completely towards the JDM, to the point that everyone calls me Ibrahim.JDM these days. My Instagram is Ibrahim.JDM. Bought this vehicle and the journey started. After this one, I bought the R32, which I have. Then I bought a R34, which is on the process. Bought the R35 as well, and the other JDMs started. So now we're on that journey, and this is how it started. The inspiration comes all from you, from the Motive video channel. I started watching them about 5 years ago, and till today I haven't missed a video, not one. And learned a lot from you. That is full Aussie, that's it. It needs just to have the Australian flag on the windscreen, that's all I can say.
It runs a Nitto 3.2 litre stroker kit inside an RB30 with race-ported RB26 head with Kelford camshafts built by SRD Tuning. The Garrett G42 turbocharger sits on a 6-boost manifold and blows into a Plasmaman intercooler and inlet manifold with 82mm Bosch drive-by-wire throttle body via custom titanium intercooler pipes. Plasmaman fuel rail, bigger injectors, R35 coils, PRP trigger kit and Koyo radiator inside a colour-matched and detailed engine bay. The interior is neat with Nismo seat covers, and you can see the gear lever for the PPG 6-speed sequential transmission. Exterior-wise, there is a vented bonnet, carbon wing and TE37s with R35 brakes inside.
The last year you came and we had a meet in Auto Torque. I came with my yellow R34, which I didn't even mention that one because that one I built it for my wife, so it's on my car. So it's a beautiful R34. In that conversation, it was the conversation came up that the GTR Festival you have a plan to bring it to UK. I was always excited for that things happens, and we're all excited. You will be surprised how many people would attend, to be honest with you. First of all, you guys nailed it. GTR Festival is a dream of many people. It's just, I think in the future it's going to be like Auto Salon and SEMA. This is, I hope, as a GTR fan and petrol head. And I believe you're going to have a very successful event next year, God willing, in UK.
Yo, yo, he chose violence, bro, wow. .8-mile-an-hour trap. You're 10 mile an hour, over 10 mile an hour faster than the fastest car to run so far.
Hello, good morning. My name is Marius. Originally, I'm from Romania, and I came with my R34 GTR. To be honest, this car I got it for a couple of years. Ibrahim introduced to Adam. We became to be quite close as a brother, and Adam, he supplied this car. Once I got it, I just drove a little bit, and then I just get bored. I said I want more power, and then like that, it just coming, spending crazy money, different setup, blow up engine, many. Every time we learn something. What's happening is just coming from bake, so to say like that, from SRD tuning. Basically, last night it just come out from the dyno. We didn't have any chance to test the car. We just put on a dyno. It make a impressed numbers, which I was really happy, really excited, to be honest, to see that numbers.
The quickest of the Skylines on the day was Marius R34 GTR, which runs a Nitto 2.8 litre wide journal stroker kit inside an N1 block with a ported head and Kelford camshafts. It runs a 7475's next-gen turbocharger on a 6-boost manifold and blows into a Plasmaman inlet manifold with Bosch drive-by-wire throttle body, Plasmaman fuel rail with larger injectors, Ross trigger kit, R35 coils, alloy radiator and Nismo titanium strut brace finish off the engine bay. It runs a Hollinger 6-speed sequential transmission and has a bolt-in roll cage and carbon steering wheel. Outside, it has Z-Tune guards and bonnet, auto-select front lip, Ganador mirrors and carbon wing risers with Advan GT wheels under the guards.
Bro, this is boogieing. 10.1 at 147. Bro, that is flying.
Hi, my name is Roma. I'm here with GM Import with Johnny's R35 GTR. My company is Rescal Limited, so I only tune ECU, provide ECUs, a bit of wiring when I need to, full option and packages as such. I've been working with GM nearly for 10 years now. This car is actually pretty cool in my opinion because it's been built in 2016. It's an old build. Fast road cars that it could take to unprep and do 9 seconds, which the car did again and again and again and again. He didn't really want to go much more power than this because he knew it would be too much for the street. So he decided to sell it, and the new owner is now Johnny. He hasn't really done much to the car, just like maintenance, fix what can go wrong on GTRs. I think he might have done the clutches not so long ago. But in terms of engine, it's still the same engine as it was 2016. The car is just touching 1,000 at the wheels on Dynojet, but it's making 900 foot-pounds at the wheels on the Dynojet. That's why the car is pretty nippy. Takes off quite well even with the Cup 2s. But it's just been reliable. Hopefully, I shouldn't say that before racing, but hopefully it goes well today.
Johnny's R35 GTR runs a signature-built VR38 by JM Imports with rods, pistons and Jun camshafts with Litchfield Motors 6758 turbo kit and turbo smart blow-off valves. The fuel system has IDX 1700 injectors and flex fuel, and JM Imports have built the transmission and clutches with PPG 1-6 gear set. The car appears pretty stock on the inside and outside except for the wheels, but don't let that fool you.
Come on! Yes! Hey! Come on!
So 9.86 at 154. That's strong. I think that is the third fastest car so far here today on the solo. So that is not bad at all. The top three are all 35s.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I work at GM Import and I've brought Billy's R35 GTR. Billy's been quite a long time customer with us. Built the car from your average MY17, come out the showroom and you just spiral out of control from there really. Performs really well. It's running around about 1100 wheel.
Billy's R35 GTR runs a JM Imports signature 3.8 engine with forged piston and rods and Jun camshafts. It runs GT32 turbochargers with TurboSmart blow-off valves and a mad Sweden billet inlet manifold with 12 injectors set up on flex fuel and controlled by a Cyvex ECU. JM Imports built transmission, PPG gears and billet deep sump. Visually, it has forged wheels and some carbon bits inside.
I'm saying, yeah, I'm saying that's a mid-9 there. I reckon that's better than his practice, so. Brother, that looks strong.
That feels good, that.
9.61. Jesus, and that was the same cow as before you went up on?
Same cow again, so.
Oh, wow.
Hey, okay, I know I'm here to stay. Counting on my wins, so I can't play it safe. Trying to go against us, get you out the way. Go hard, it's the only way to play. Let me say, I'm a trendsetter. I'm a go-getter. I'm a trendsetter. I'm a go-getter. I'm a trendsetter. Who can do it better? I'm a go-getter. I'm a trendsetter. Hey, look.
Hi, I'm Chris from JM Imports and I'm here today with Buzz's R35 GTR. So Buzzy Singh's quite a character, very well known for his GTRs. He used to have a green one. He then went into the V10 market. He's known for the fastest V10 in Europe and he's now got his Lambo and this GTR as a little plaything as well. He's not here today, so he's a very busy guy. He's got a new business venture on the go and he was just too busy to come along today. To be fair to him, the car is for sale as well and he hasn't used it for quite a while. So he just sort of trusted us guys to service it and bring it out and give it a stretch its legs. I would like to think it'll take home quickest GTR. I don't really know what the other guys are running as such. I've not really paid too much attention. Realistically, we've got to be low 9s. Also, we're not going to run full 1450 wheel today. We're probably going to run about 1300. So I don't know, we should be somewhere, down that end.
Buzz's R35 GTR is the most powerful one at the event. It runs a JM Imports built 4.1 litre stroker with CNC ported heads and upgraded valve train, including GSC camshafts. It runs a Boost Logic 1300X turbo kit, which uses GTX 3582 turbochargers, blowing into a Boost Logic intercooler kit with tile blow-off valves and a Boost Logic 12 injector inlet manifold. It has a T1 fuel system from pumps to lines and injectors and an AMS race cooling kit. It's all controlled by a Cyvex ECU with Cyvex four-wheel drive controller. The JM Imports built GR6 transmission has almost every box ticked. PPG gears, input and output shaft, drop gears, front shaft, billet shift forks and billet sump and more. Visually, it has a Nismo wing and forged wheels wrapped in Toyo R888.
To tell the truth, with the power that car's running, I thought it was going to be all over the place off the line. But they've got it dialed down low and you can tell the power really ramps in kind of mid-track. That looked fast. It's fast. I don't think anything's going to get close to that today, if I'm honest. I'm definitely saying that's my pick. Most powerful car, looks the fastest. Who would have guessed? But yeah, it's fast. You got a smile on your face?
Fast.
9:30.
9:30.
Jesus Christ.
At the end of the solo runs, Buzz's R35 took out the top spot as the winner of the first Adams.JDM GTR Challenge UK with a 9.30 at 164 miles per hour. Marius was the quickest Skyline GTR with a 10.1 and Afi had the quickest H-Pattern GTR with a 10.51, although he did go a little bit quicker later in the day after the solo runs. We then used those categories to line the cars up for a shootout. The 3 RH9 R35s, the 3 10-second R35s, the 3 sequential equipped Skyline GTRs, and the H-pattern Skyline GTRs. With the winning Skyline going head-to-head with the winning 10-second R35 for an outright winner. Now, who will step up to take out the event in 2026? Because we'll be back. So back in the early 2000s, the UK GTR scene was actually cranking really hard. Names like Rocket Ronnie, Mosley, and Ron Kittle. And you wouldn't believe it, guess who's here today? And I'm about to go for a ride with him right at the end of the day in a pretty wild R33 GTR. Check this out. Hello, Ron.
Hello.
Have you got room for a passenger, mate?
If you want to charge it up.
All right, let's do it. So, Ron, have you driven this car?
Only to the MOT. I did all the work.
Yeah. When was the last time you had a big GTR you gave it a hit? Well, it'll be a little while.
10 years, mate.
10 years.
I get my boy to do it now.
Yeah.
Go, Jamie, can't test that. I don't want to do it.
Well, we have an airport at our disposal. We can have a little bit of fun. And
straightforward.
this is a ride I probably never thought I was happening. There's probably some new GTR fans that may not know the history, but you are one of the OGs of GTR tuning in the UK.
Going a bit. Going
Yeah.
a bit, have a nice.
I used to read about him when I was like 20, 19 years old. So this is super cool. One of the OGs of the GTR scene. Let's go.
Making that bread that hard though, young G shifting that cargo. I get high when I'm at the top, I'm at climb Kilimanjaro.
Hi, my name's Caravan and this is my R34 Skyline. At the moment I've got an M3 Touring, that's my daily. I also hold the record for the UK's quickest R8. I've owned the Skyline for around 10 months now. Plan was always as an investment purchase, so just buy it, garage it, and just look after her and go and stroke her every day. But here we are. It's running about 550, so just very gentle modifications by the previous owner. Trying not to do anything mechanical too much, but then I have a chat with you and you come up with crazy ideas, and so who knows what's going to happen in the future. We get one life, just enjoy it, build them, have fun, do something different. This is unique, it's never been done before, and the people love it. Obviously you get crazy enthusiasts which are absolutely appalled by what I'm doing, but who cares? I live for me. Getting more and more serious into the drag racing, and we rock up at these events. We need somewhere to stay, we need somewhere to sleep, so why not? Like, it made perfect sense to me. Insane. I can't go anywhere, I can't do anything, cameras are out, people just, yeah. And as you know, it's sort of idolising at the moment. It's, you know, so she's noisy, you know, and it does create a lot of traction, like there's a lot of attention on us.
So as far as I'm aware, no other GTR in the world has ever run with a Caravan, which means this will now start the official leaderboard for Skyline GTR's towing caravans in the quarter mile. Yes, I just made up another record because I know how much my viewers love that. Let's see what Caroline ran in the quarter mile. This is so dumb but awesome.
So did a 15.8. And we saw a VMAX of 95. You went 95 miles an hour then. You know what the legal limit? What's the legal limit for towing in the UK? 60. Okay, you're not supposed to go over 60 mile an hour towing here. She did 95 mile an hour. A 15.8. We didn't want to launch it completely because it's a bit of weight on the back. But congratulations, Caroline. You are now the world record holder, the quickest Skyline GTR with a Caravan. It's another record for you, baby. Let's go.